Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and I'm back with another informal thoughts video, kind of like the quarterly predictions video that I made a few days back. So this time, I'm going to talk about cars, because Simguru Kimi made a pretty interesting tweet recently. I'll link to it in the video description below, but she says here, "I am curious, how would you like to implement car gameplay into the game?" So does this confirm that cars are coming to The Sims 4? Of course not, but I think the chances of them coming back are a bit higher than they were before. It is nice to see Simgurus taking ideas instead of just flat out saying, "I cannot confirm or deny this thing ever coming to the game." But yeah, they're actually taking feedback. And it does remind me a little bit of how on the official forums, the Simgurus actually made an official thread that they stickied saying, "We're taking your ideas for toddlers, so yeah, leave them in the replies to the thread here." So yeah, that was kind of cool that they did that, and then yeah, eventually toddlers came back, so it is nice to see that sort of thing continue. And when they were taking feedback while I was at Sims Camp at EA last year, I made sure to let multiple Sim Gurus know that whatever it takes, please get cars into the game. And yeah, Simguru Kimi was one of those people. You may already know from previous videos that I'm very passionate about cars in The Sims. And yes, that does include other vehicles, like bicycles, motorcycles, and even helicopters. I actually did a video last year where I go in depth on why cars should return and how they should be done. Basically, I think they should work mostly as they did in The Sims 2. Even though Sims 2's worlds are even more closed off than what we have now in The Sims 4, I think Sims 2's cars were actually better than what they were in The Sims 3. We get to see Sims open the doors and get in, back out of the driveway, and fade out of view. Plus, there were some nice features for storytelling, such as car alarms, car woohoo, listening to music, or just sitting in the car casually with other Sims and talking. And in The Sims 4, yeah, cars probably would have to teleport into the loading screen, since Windenburg and San Myshuno have many lots that don't connect to any roads. But I don't think it'd be an issue to at least have all the other functionality Sims 2's cars had while parked in the driveway. Adding on to the ideas that I discussed in my cars wishlist video, I think it would be neat if how often cars should be washed were also affected by rain and snow whenever we get seasons. Also, I think it'd be neat if in addition to needing to maintain your car every once in a while, you could customize certain cosmetic aspects of your car, like tires, hood ornaments, maybe even some interior customization like in Euro Truck Simulator. I think they could also mix in the driving lessons from The Sims 3 Generations, where maybe it could be a little bit like volunteering from Parenthood, where the Sims would go off the lot in the car, and then there'd be chance cards that would appear, and depending on what you choose, your teenager's driving skill either increases or decreases. And that'd be another way of making teenagers' gameplay more unique from the adults, since the adults would already know how to drive. Even without Sims 3's open world, I think cars could be a really fun and beneficial feature, especially if they do manage to throw in some fresh new ideas instead of it just being exactly like it was in The Sims 2 with a bit of teleporting from The Sims 3. And who knows, maybe cars could be like the major game update for next year, because with pretty much every year in The Sims 4 so far, there's kind of been like that one big game-changing update, because, well, with 2014, that was kind of like near the end of the year when the game first launched, and they did like a string of updates to help make up for the launch. But then with 2015, yeah, there wasn't like really one update that was like too game-changing, but I think I would kind of put Newcrest into that category, since a lot of us were asking for more space and they did deliver on that. But then with 2016, we got that huge Create a Sim overhaul in June. And then, of course, this year we got toddlers. So maybe it could be like, yeah, cars would be like the big update for 2018. I think that would be really awesome. And if cars are added through a free update, then that means they could be expanded upon even more with later updates or future packs, because I think if they did manage to bring cars back in an update, I just expect like some of the basic cars, like the sedans, the minivans, and pickup trucks. And then maybe in like an on-the-road game pack later on or something, they could add in motorcycles and maybe even bicycles if they could do that. And maybe in like a celebrity expansion pack or game pack, they could bring back the helicopters, because that would be really awesome for wealthy Sims to have. There's just so much they could do with cars and vehicles in general with The Sims 4. I didn't even mention hot air balloons. Like, it just makes me excited just thinking of all the possibilities. And I mean, one big reason alone to reintroduce cars into The Sims 4 is so that we don't have to deal with all of the fake driveways with blown up toy cars in them and fake garages. That we can actually have all of those things for real, and I think that'd be great for builders too, not just for like the storytelling aspect. I'm curious to hear your ideas for cars in The Sims 4, so feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. If they do release cars for this game, I hope they'll do a trailer for them like they did with toddlers, because then you can definitely expect a reaction video of me just freaking out on camera. Because I feel confident about pets and seasons returning, which are things that I want just as much as the majority of this community. But with cars, I feel like that's something I need to fight for them to even have a chance. So it'd be even more satisfying for me to see cars returning than toddlers. But I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!